The demonstrations in Los Angeles, sparked by immigration raids, continue for the third straight day. Security forces clashed with demonstrators as National Guard troops deployed by President Donald Trump fanned out across the city. The U.S. military said 300 guardsmen from the 79th Infantry Brigade combat team had been sent to 3 separate locations in the greater LA area. Police and demonstrators confronted each other on near a federal building where California National Guard troops are deployed. U.S. Northern Command confirmed 2,000 National Guard troops had started deploying and that some were already on the ground. Tear gas was fired at demonstrators in LA on Sunday when some demonstrators moved close to the National Guard troops and shouted insults at them. The confrontation broke out as hundreds of people demonstrated in front of the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown LA, where several of the newly arrived National Guard troops stood shoulder to shoulder behind plastic riot shields. Video showed uniformed officers shooting off the smoke-filled canisters as they advanced into the street, forcing demonstrators to retreat. Minutes later, loud popping sounds erupted again as some demonstrators chanted, "Go home" and "Shame." LA police officers on horseback were deployed amid the demonstrations, according to local media. Demonstrators also made their way onto a major freeway and stopped traffic in both directions. Trump, who has made clamping down on illegal migration a key plank of his second term, vowed that the troops would ensure very strong law and order while appearing to leave the door open to deploying soldiers in other cities.
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart like it was under Biden.
Trump threatened action against demonstrators who spit on police or National Guard troops, saying that they spit, we hit. He, however, did not cite any specific incidents.
We're going to be watching it very closely. And when they spit at people, you know, they spit. That's their new thing. They spit, and worse, you know what they throw at them, right? And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit. And I told them, nobody's going to spit on our police officers. Nobody's going to spit on our military.
Responding to a question about invoking the Insurrection Act, which would allow the military to be used as a domestic police force, Trump said, "We're looking at troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country." Governor Gavin Newsom said that the National Guard's deployment in California, the first ever over the head of a state governor since the civil rights era, was purposefully inflammatory. He called for rescinding the order and returning the control to California, alleging that we did not have a problem until Trump got involved. The National Guard, a reserve military, is frequently used in natural disasters and occasionally in instances of civil unrest, but almost always with the consent of local authorities.